back to my channel. This is Tita Lavinia of Titas Of Pageantry, and for this episode, we will be talking about the recently concluded National Costume Show as well as Rabiya's performance for day 8 of my special Miss Universe review. So please make sure you stick around. Please subscribe to the channel as well as hit that bell notification button for your weekly pageant picks. Guys, so a few hours has passed since my live sesh with you, so I decided to do this a little later in the day so that I could gather more information and shed light on the things that we discussed during my live session that wasn't really clear, that were in fragments. So now at least we have a clear picture on what happened, why Rabiya broke down, and other details on the National Costume Show. Like what I said, this has been one of the most memorable in recent years. So this review will come in 2 parts. I will be reviewing my favorites for the National Costume first, and then I'm going to be reviewing Rabiya's performance as well as my thoughts on what transpired today. So for this, we'll first start with the actual show. Now, I'm different, but it was well made. And I remember when we were doing our live sesh, I kept on telling you guys that it was well made, that I always look for the structure. There was nothing lopsided about that. There were no missing pieces. It seemed like it, was just constructed beautifully with engineering and all of that, and it was really striking. A lot of the costumes at Miss Universe this edition were sort of washed out, so for Rabiya's costume to be that vibrant, to be that loud, it was something really fresh for our eyes. So in that department, even the taste level of the styling was really up my alley. But the thing was, I also knew that it was missing a part, because if you have something graphic, something that has red, something that has blue, something that has 3 stars, then most likely you are missing the sun. And we just wanted to make sure where they were in the headdress department, because at around that time, one of the models of Sir Rocky and a former Binibini herself, Priscilla Kim de la Cruz, posted a photo of herself wearing the costume in full. Now, according to the caption, she said that when Sir Rocky was still alive, he was just really happy to be, designing a national costume for a Miss Universe contestant, that when it was done, he asked Priscilla to model the costume and have some photos taken. So I think when this became public, a lot of people really wondered where that headdress was. And now comes Sir Manny Halasan. Now, we knew that he was going to do the accessory, so we started looking for where was that Manny Halasan accessory. So here is what actually happened, because when other people were now giving ideas and different opinions online, part of Rabiya's team, they were also giving statements of their own, and their statements just seemed fragmented, that a lot of people did not know what the actual reason was. Some said it was too big. Shamsi said it was too big. Rabiya said that she cut her finger. So there were like fragmented stories that it was wise, if you want to, get in the loop of the chismes and everything like that. It was just wise to let everything unfold before we talk about it. So apparently, this was what had happened. So Sir Manny Halasan was tapped to do the accessories. Maybe they wanted a little bit of a change in the accessories. So they tapped Sir Manny Halasan to do the accessories 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, guys. So Sir Manny, I don't know, with sheer magic, was able to produce the accessories within that time frame. And then it was just fortunate that it made it at around the time Shamsi was about to fly for Florida. So it was tight, but they had time. But what happened was that Rabiya was just so busy today. The poor girl had to go through rehearsals, and then that super important closed-door interview. I don't know who's the brilliant mind behind scheduling these important events at Miss Universe in one day. And then she had to whisk herself in preparations for the National Costume Show. She didn't even have time to retouch. She didn't even have time to, make some changes with her hair. So what happened was that they put everything together with the headdress and all. So let me be clear on that. They were they had the complete components of the national costume. It's just that when they tried it together, the national costume itself did not work. Why? Because the headdress itself apparently was too big. It was unstable. And apart from that, there were some pieces that I think caused Rabiya like a minor accident, that Rabiya bled and had some blood on her stockings and parts of her national costume. So they scrapped it all together because it was unstable and it added weight to what Rabiya was wearing. Rabiya already had a 21-kilo pair of wings, and she had shoes from Nere Ku that was really, really high. So it was the decision of the team to leave an element and really save the whole look. And the piece that they decided to forego was the headdress, because anyway, Rabiya looked fabulous on her own. So in simplest terms, it was a decision for Rabiya's safety, to ensure that Rabiya would be able to perform at the National Costume Show, not with her face on the ground, people. So there is no negativity here. I think we can get past through this. It was a beautiful costume. It wasn't something that, people would make fun of. Again, this is a celebration. We have to give kudos to the girl. I feel that Rabiya broke down in that manner because being someone competitive and not having things your way can really get to you. And to know that, you just had to hustle with some components missing. Maybe for some people, this isn't enough. This isn't an indicator of success or preparedness. So I really hope that Rabiya comes out of this. I hope that if she has any negative feels on the reception of the Filipinos towards her costume, that she would set that aside, because there are more of us who love the way she presented her costume, who love the playfulness of it, who love the idea that yes, it may be a little, Victoria's Secret in movement, but you know what? At this edition of Miss Universe, when you have some candidates leaving in green hair, I think anything goes. So if I was a little harsh with my criticism or my observation and wanting more refined movements, I think I can let go this time and really reconsider my opinion, because doing more of the Victoria's Secret gesture is just really livening things up, because on our end it was really a bit dull, and Rabiya doing that with that larger than life costume is just really fitting. So let us wish our girl good luck. Let us leave the negativity behind, and let us anticipate that tomorrow will be a bloodbath, and we need all this energy. So thank you so much, guys, and bye.